CryptoQ Media, I'm glad you're back on my channel. There is no cryptocurrency known as Bitcoin Cash XRP. Virtual currency created by the National Bank. These differences are also highlighted by the cryptocurrency you are investing in, XRP. For international CBDC transfers, XRP can act as a bridge currency, despite the fact that it is not a central bank digital currency. So some individuals think so about XRP is something that continues to baffles me. The new stablecoin from Ripple can also be seen as a CBDC. The CEO and founder of Ripple Telegram, Pavel Durov, was apprehended by the French National Anti-Fraud Commission, and the firm's stablecoin was seized. Pedophilia, unlawful content, money laundering, terrorism, drugs, cooperation, fraud, and receiving stolen goods are all on his long list of accusations. The anti-money laundering and anti-terrorism regulation stands out to me among all the crypto-related regulations. More of this is likely on the horizon given the government's present emphasis on crypto and anti-money laundering efforts. Given the current state of the market, tokenized real-world assets may have a higher value than gold. Furthermore, tokenization is in its early stages but is expected to gain traction in the near future. The World Economic Forum estimates that the cryptocurrency market might reach $867 trillion by 2030, making tokenized real-world assets an appealing entry point for risk-averse individuals looking for more reliable investments. Precious metal investments are obvious, however many have wondered about its possible applications in the art and real estate industries. Despite the fact that large financial organizations like HSBC have their own gold token which the average investor is unlikely to be able to acquire, regular investors should have no trouble researching tokenized gold at their leisure. The same people who said tokenized gold wasn't meant for normal investors also said that XRP and other cryptocurrencies weren't. The catch, though, is that we intend to subjugate the institutions before we relish in the results of our efforts. An ideal example of the value of gold. Black Swan, the capitalist vandal, is responsible for this. A standard house could be bought in 1929 for 10 kilograms of gold. In 2024, 10 kilograms of gold would buy 2 medium-sized mansions. In US dollars, your home's value is rising. Your home is worth more than a house in gold. Do you not see that people are under the false impression that their property values are rising when, in reality, this is not the case? There has been a gradual but noticeable depreciation of the US currency. However, the value of gold often remains constant, regardless of how much cryptocurrency you withdraw. My policy has always been to avoid withdrawing funds in US currency unless absolutely necessary. Gold and silver are the metals I would prefer to invest in. No, people are being asked by the USDA to register their vegetable gardens on a national scale. You need to be aware that something similar is happening in the EU as well. Their objective is to tokenize your assets. Tokenization of private companies is inevitable. Tokenization will occur for all of the valuable things around you. They want you to sign everything because of this precise reason. Get anything out of it, because they can use your tokenized assets to their benefit. In addition, everything is evolving as expected. Tokenizing natural resources like water, trees, and mountains will cost $867 trillion by 2030, according to the World Economic Forum. For the time being, do your best to avoid this registration list. At some point, everything will be worth a token. The United States is going to lag behind other countries if crypto regulations aren't established, as previously said. Digital currency is thriving. The adoption of cryptocurrencies is skyrocketing everywhere else on Earth. The United States continues to lag behind as they consistently make strides forward. But listen up, because he stated there are trillions of dollars sitting on the sidelines. It will happen fast when it does. The general public's opinion on the pairing of Kennedy and Trump is another open topic. It makes it seem like a movie is playing out before our eyes. In addition, I believe most of you will agree. I honestly think this will cause a lot of secrets to come to light, and I hold Kennedy in high regard. Department of Justice and 8 states, I implore you to inform me of the subsequent developments. Large national landlords can more readily set pricing using Sue's Real page. The authorities should finally do anything about this rent fixing now that it has to end. In response to calls for action, I typically state that we must reduce inflation. Misfortunes are taking place. Given America's inability to fix any of its problems, soon enough, something will give. They will wait for a crisis to happen before they teach you how to fix the situation. The reality, though, is that rent must decrease. I get that it's pricey and that some people are getting really rich off of it, but I think others are only now beginning to see the light. What occurs next will have to be observed. With growth, healthcare takes a leap into the future. AI growth is making waves in the medical field with its incredibly quick and precise data analysis. It is believed that growth's speed in processing large volumes of research data is improving healthcare by assisting physicians with illness diagnosis and therapy suggestions. Growth has the potential to improve patient outcomes by speeding up medical discovery. You are aware that artificial intelligence is moving up the ladder. Far beyond our current location, in my view. Can you explain artificial intelligence? It will eventually do away with the need to visit the doctor, but I think the things we've seen in films already exist. Robots will take note of you. Medication will be prescribed after a proper diagnosis of your circumstances. Into that future we are progressing. Unfortunately, many jobs will be lost to AI, which is why I keep advising crypto investors to get out while they still can. Before regulations destroy the Bitcoin economy, this might be your last opportunity to make a killing. Make it count if you want to make it big this time. There is no other chance in your entire life that will compare to this one. If you do not embrace it, history is more likely to wrong you. The fact that this corrupt government expects tax money from all citizens is unfair. Think about it. Ignoring it only generates more money for them. You have to work hard at your job if you want to get this money which they're making up. Since I consider taxes to be essentially a kind of theft, that is why I am opposed to them. Paying taxes is meant to be the main point at the end. The roads need to be fixed. Don't you think they could simply generate additional funds to fix the roads if they wanted to? Consider all the people whose savings will be eroded due to unrealized capital gains. Is the public really going to sell all their Bitcoin to pay the bills? Moreover, that is entirely incorrect. Furthermore, 44% would actually see reduced tax rates. You could see this coming since we are XRP investors. Soon, we will be extremely wealthy. A new monetary system is already in the works. People constantly saying things like that's decades away to me. People don't realize how near we are, but it won't happen until 2035. It would all make sense if you started with the massive network that is growing around crypto at the same time. BRICS are arriving for US dollars, other nations desire US money, and foreign nations desire to avoid dealing in US dollars. They also continue to say that inflation will hit hyperinflation and then either go down or up. Prior to that, I predict a new monetary system will be established, and XRP holders will amass vast fortunes. Be patient, keep a positive attitude, and let's grow rich together until then. Your attention in seeing my web video is greatly appreciated. Show your support by subscribing and liking my channel. Goodbye for the time being.